Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I'm much honored that Winnie invited me to be her maid of honor. I'm excited to share this day with her. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Candy. I'm her high school friend from Hong Kong, and I want to know how beautiful you look today, our lovely bride. Winnie and I were friends for over 12 years. We met in high school in Hong Kong in 2001. After high school, she moved to Vancouver and I moved to Seattle. We got closer as we were both away from home and in the same time zone. She has been a great friend to me through ups and downs. We used to talk over the phone almost every week. I still remember how she told me there was this guy at work that she really liked. How she tried to get lunch with this guy without being too obvious. And how thrilled she was to find out that he felt the same way about her. I was happy for Winnie that they finally started dating. A few weeks into the relationship, Winnie called me one day and said, "Ken is the one, I'm gonna marry this guy." And I was like, how can you be so sure when you was only a few weeks? And she told me that, when you met the one, then you would know. And I'm glad that they had tied the knot today. And I'm here to witness it in Vancouver. I can tell you that I think he is the perfect guy for Winnie. He is caring, easygoing, and thoughtful. I have traveled with Winnie a few times before. We went to New York, LA, and Vegas. One of the most memorable events was our flight to New York. I sat next to her on the plane. It was a bumpy ride. Whenever we hit the turbulence, she screamed and grabbed my arm so hard that I had to start screaming with her. Now I'm glad that Winnie has found her Mr. Right and can hold on tight to her Ken's arm for the rest of her life. I have a little advice for Ken. I came across this while I searched for the maid of honor speech. So here it goes. Whenever you're wrong, admit it. Whenever you're right, just shut up, okay? Looking at my parents, I think this advice is very useful. Now I would like to make a toast to the couple. I'm just as glad that you are married, and I hope your road goes on forever and your party never ends. Good luck to you and your wonderful man. Thank you for bringing colors into our lives, and I hope there's plenty in yours for many, many years. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to offer a toast to Winnie and Ken and a wonderful life together.
Good evening, ladies and whatever. Before I kick off my speech, I just want to use this wonderful opportunity to present myself for all the single ladies out there. Obviously, you see the whole package here, how nice it is. And I also left some of my business cards up front. So, in case you're interested, call me, please. Today, we're all gathered here in the name of celebrating Winnie and Ken's wedding to get drunk. At least that's my plan. Ken and I had known each other for almost 10 years. I always thought that I was a mature, sophisticated guy, until I met him. And I always thought that I was well-rounded, well-liked, until I got a chance to see how Ken, mingle with other people. I always thought that I was the most attractive person in the world until I saw myself in the mirror. So, sorry. I always, feel bad, for Ken for all the years that we've been, hanging out together, because you have all this, super attractive person being constantly overshadowed, kind of like by me, So I always got the attention. So it's not really a coincidence that he found his love, not long after I left for a wonderful city called Edmonton. So I guess you owe me big ones. Just by the way, Edmonton today, the temperature is like -30. So for all the folks, from Hong Kong or the States, Vancouver is really not that cold. So no complaint. It's I guess it's just when I get know that Ken's getting married. I put this way, it's just how amazing what love can do. It just kind of cut across the race, religion, or whatever the barriers out there. And then we have a Catholic marrying a Buddhist today. So as an evil person like me, I just couldn't help thinking, what religion that your kids will choose. But good luck with that, Ken. So in all seriousness, I am just really, really happy to be here with you. It's just I'm just really, really happy. And I think there will be some bumpy roads ahead of you guys. It's just no marriage is perfect, but I truly believe that just the lifetime commitment that you guys made with each other, and then the sacred vow that you took, will always guide you through all kinds of situations. And I guess I wish you nothing but the best. Thank you all.
So I guess now it's my turn to give a speech as a groomsman. So first off, I'd like to thank you all who have made it here today, especially Mr. Chang and Sophia, and Mrs. Choi who have made it all the way here, and who have raised such a fine young couple. I first met Ken about 4 years ago at the bank, where he took me in and taught me everything he knew without any hesitation. Throughout the years, we have diverged onto rather different career paths. And before each step, we would always consult each other and try to figure out the best and worst case scenarios each step of the way. However, when it came to discussing women, that filled a rather brief stay-time conversation. I still remember the first days when Ken and Winnie's relationship started to blossom. It was December of '09. Winter was in the air, and the Christmas party was amongst us. Winnie was a newly hired PFSA, as they used to be called back then, and some of you might need to help me with the acronym there. It's a Personal Financial Services Associate. And Ken was a specialist on the customer service side, whose booth actually faced Winnie's directly. So really, it's as magical as love at first sight banking fairy tale can ever get. Now, those of you that know Ken, I think it's a fair observation to say that he's a fairly risk-averse man. The day he asked me what I thought about Winnie, I knew something was up. Initially, like a macho man, he denied any interest whatsoever, I guess in fear that Winnie would reject the guy. And then eventually he told me that he was in his observation phase when he started holding hands with the mom. I kind of giggled, but was actually just trying to hold in an uncontrollable laugh as to how serious he was in his approach to finding the right woman. Well, damn, 3 years later, I am now a believer that there was a method to his madness after all. And I'm so thrilled and honored to be speaking to you all today, enjoying this couple for the next chapter of their lives. My advice to you, Ken and Winnie, is that they say a successful husband is one who can make more than his wife can spend. And a successful wife is one who will set some aside for golf gear. Seriously though, from one banker to another, and as tradition demands, I will pass on to you one pearl of wisdom about marriage. Marriage is an investment that pays interest, so long as you take that pays dividends, so long as you take the time to pay interest. And that's more than mere speculation. I'd now like to raise my glass and invite you all to join me in toasting the happy couple to love, laughter, and a happily ever after. Cheers. Cheers.
Thanks for everyone staying till now. So I have a few words that I would like to say. So first of all, I would like to say thank you to each of our guests for coming. All of you have shown Ken and I your love and support by being here. First of all, I would like to thank the bridal party for helping us to make our dream come true. Special thanks go to my beautiful bridesmaids. You all look absolutely stunning. That's why I have
supported for the last 10 years since I moved to Vancouver. I will definitely miss you guys. I would also like to thank Auntie Shaq for coming all the way from Hong Kong to attend my wedding. You are like my second mother who has seen me grow up since I was a baby. Both Ken and I were very honored to have you in our important day. And I would like to thank Uncle Peter and his family for all your contributions to our wedding. For the childhood slideshow that you just watched, it was done by my best friend Marco. Thank you so much for taking your time to do it for our wedding. Both Ken and I like them a lot, and we are extremely grateful. More seriously, I would like to thank my parents. You have seen me grow up. You have helped develop and mature me into the person that I am today. Especially, I would like to thank my mom for being the best mother I could ever ask for. You are the perfect combination of mom and cool friend. I love you, Mom. And I would also like to thank Ken's parents and Henry for welcoming me into their family. I would also want to thank them for raising Ken such a good person, good and kind-hearted person. Last but not least, thank you to Ken for making this the happiest day of my life. You are definitely not a romantic person. but you are the person who makes me laugh and smile all the time, and I enjoy every moment that I am with you. Today, one chapter closes and a new one begins. Our new journey begins as husband and wife. I'm looking forward to spend the rest of my life with you. Thank you.
I have been thinking really long how to put together this speech. I've consulted samples, formats, and with friends, but nothing really stands out to me. So I decided to create my own speech. I would like to start my speech with this. The journey to our wedding is adventurous. Winnie is from Hong Kong. I am from Taiwan. Winnie came to Vancouver when she was 16 and experienced the majority of her childhood in Hong Kong. I came to Vancouver when I was 8 years old and experienced the majority of my childhood in Vancouver. Winnie is Catholic, I am Buddhist. Winnie eats everything. I am a vegetarian for over 10 years. Do you guys see the difference? Here is our similarity. We are both control freaks and both perfectionists. So how do we even get along? How do we make sure we can spend the rest of our lives together? Our first step is wedding planning. Naturally, as control freaks, we decided not to use a wedding planner. With our many cultural differences, reaching a happy medium is quite an adventure. I must say that over the last 10 months, my debating skills have probably improved so much, I can probably win an award in a national debate competition. However, now the process is over. I must say I enjoyed every single moment of it. I probably learned more about Winnie and myself than anything I did in my life. This reconfirmed my decision to marry you, Winnie. I love you. I love everything about you, even when I have to make compromises. Because I know when our ideas combine, we get something truly unique and special. So my advice to all the single person out there, when it is a time to plan for your big day, do it by yourself. Don't rely on wedding planners. If you can plan one of the most important events in your life together with your future spouse, how do you plan to live the rest of your life together? But what exactly got me and Winnie together? Easy. Family value. I got such an amazing family. When I was little, my mom used to tell me, I'm very strict to you because I love you and I care about you. I want you to have the proper values. You will thank me when you are older. Unfortunately, I was never able to properly thank her because she left us way too early, about 15 years ago. I know she is here with us tonight.
Thank you very much, Mom. I love you, and I really, really miss you a lot. Thank you, Dad, for your unconditional love and support, especially over the last 15 years, as a single dad. You are truly the best dad I can ask for. Thank you, Sophie Mom, for everything you have done for us over the last 10 years. In case you don't already know, we welcome you to our family with open arms. Thank you, Henry, my brother, for everything. I know everything you have done for me. You have my word that no matter where we may be in the future, I will continue to support you in any way I can. I got tons of mentors and friends who helped me along the way. First, I would like to thank my Laoban over the last 10 years. Without you guys, I will not be the Ken I am today. I will continue to do everything I can to improve myself and become a better person. Thank you, Auntie Xiaoyan, Uncle Wu, Auntie Linghua, and Uncle Benny. I'm extremely grateful for all the mentorship and support you have provided to me and my family. Now, as for my friends, I don't want to name them because I'm afraid I may miss someone. You all know how important you are all to me. Thank you very, very much for all your support. The girl I'm marrying, Winnie, is truly a special, special girl. I found this out the very first time I went to Hong Kong with her. Every single aunties and uncles treat her like their own daughter. And every single friend, she treated her like their very, very best friend. In fact, whenever I talk to her, she would say, she's just like my mother, and so is my best friend. I then ask, how many mothers and how many best friends do you have? Don't you only have one best friend and one mom? She went silent, but then later I realized it's true. From the bottom of her heart, she treats everyone like they are her parents, and they are her best friends. She truly, truly cared for every single one of you. She would often spend hours and hours dragging me into the mall to pick that very special gift for you. She would often tell me how special each and every one of you is to her. I know how well loved she is to all of you. I know she is a treasure to all of you. I will promise you all this. Me and my family will forever give her the best we can offer. Special thanks to Auntie Marianne, Uncle Ken, and family. Thank you for raising Winnie over the last 10 years. I also want to thank Winnie's parents for accepting me as their new son-in-law. I also want to thank them for everything, for raising such an amazing daughter. Again, you have my promise that I will treat her the very, very best. I would like to thank all the vendors who made our wedding here possible. Thank you to our bridal party. Henry, Chris, Derek, Kenrick, Candy, Dahlia, Phoebe, Gwen, Serena, Wes, Annie, and Marco. Thank you very, very much for making this a memorable and unforgettable day. We are truly, truly, extremely grateful for your support. Lastly, I would like to thank all the guests who are here on a special day. We're thankful for your presence, and we hope you enjoy your times here. Like I said earlier, everything you see here is handpicked by both me and Winnie, and we really hope you enjoy yourself here. Thank you very much.